All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fantastic episode where today we're going to look at the top 3 paper money currency errors you could find while strap searching today. All right, now these are errors that are just going to pop up when you least expect it. These are 3 errors that I have found in the past and have made some pretty good money on them, so they are pretty valuable. First up, you'll see an older $10 bill. This is the reverse, but you see something a little bit funny on there. You actually see a little bit of the front face of the $10 bill printed on the back, or it would seem. This is what paper money error collectors call a wet ink offset transfer. So the way that these are printed, they're printed on subject sheets that they could have like maybe 20 notes on a sheet, and as they're being printed, the ink on them is still wet. So if you have one that's pressed up against another sheet, that's where you have the transfer. On this particular note, this is a relatively minor transfer where you have the front image of the note transferred onto the reverse of the note. And they would call this a partial, and this is a rather small offset printing error. One of this size would be worth somewhere in the $20 to $50 range. It's not a lot of money, but you know, they are worth some money. It's one of the more common errors to be found in paper money collecting. So this is definitely something to keep your eye out on. Right over here, you're going to see a full image, front to back transfer. Quite visually stunning to say the least. But this is one such example, and these have been found in circulation. I found several partial transfers in the past and have made some pretty good money on it. Our next error that we're going to talk about is what they call a stuck or turned digit error. As you can see from this $20 note, one of the numbers in the serial number is partial, like it's turned, okay, and that's why they call it a turned or stuck digit. The numbers that print out the serial numbers onto the note are actually on a wheel, so you'll have 0 through 9 on a wheel, and the wheels would just turn in accordance to the actual printing of the sheets. So, and it happens in such pretty fast, quick pace that these little wheels turn to prepare for the next subject sheet. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there, but you get the big picture. If one of the numbers becomes stuck in between like a 7 and 8, then you're going to see a partial. You're actually going to see a piece of one number and a piece of the other. So these are very valuable. How valuable are they? Really depends on how rotated the digit is. As you can see from this example right here, the number is completely turned around, so that way you could barely see one number, you could see the top of the next number. This looks like it could be like maybe a 7-8 or even a 5-6. It's kind of hard to say because the top line of that bottom number is straight. But in any event, a stuck digit note of this caliber, of this type, is worth anywhere from $200 to $500. Again, depending on the note, denomination, and condition. They all play factors in how much these things are worth. I have found stuck or turned digits where they're turned up maybe 25 to 50%, and I have sold them in the neighborhood of $25 to $100. Again, the minor ones command the lower end of the spectrum, and the more radical turned digits command a lot more money. Again, it's all simple math. And finally, I have one more really neat error to show you, and it's this one. And these ones, I found about 6 or 7 of these, and they pop up when you least expect it. This one is the missing seal note. Okay, this is a tremendous error to find, and people just really don't pay any attention to this particular error. The errors are most commonly found on the 20, 50, and 100. Of course, the example that you see before you is the $100 note. This was in 1995-96 when the Bureau of Engraving and Printing had transferred from the older, smaller head design notes to the much more bigger, elaborate designs that we still see to this day, in spite of the colored paper and security features. So they've added the seal under the $100 vignette on the front face of the bill. Now, there were some examples where that green underprint or overprint of the seal never got registered onto the note. This is a fantastic error to find, and you're going to find them in such regularity that they're about as rare as finding a nice, fancy serial number. So they are out there. Again, going through, many stacks of 20s, you'll probably find one of them here so often. But to find one that's a really nice shape, VF and up, they command anywhere from $100 for the $20 bill, which I found a few of, and the $100 note you see here, you could easily double your money, maybe even triple it. Again, condition plays a huge role in how much these things are worth. So, in all essence, this is kind of a wrap-up of what you would find error-wise in paper money collecting if you are at all interested. And the coin guys like to transfer over into paper money collecting because it's a little bit different, and it kind of gives them a different perspective on what paper money is all about. But if you were going to look for any sort of errors, these would be the top 3 that I would look for while I'm strap searching. Not the mismatched serial numbers, that sort of thing. Those are pretty few and far between, and these ones right here can pay off immediate dividends. You can make money off of them right away, whether it's double your money, triple, 10 times your money. That's what you could find with these notes. So certainly keep an eye out on these, and if you guys have any questions whatsoever on searching your paper money change, please don't hesitate to ask, and we'll see if we can get some answers for you. So we have a lot more great stuff coming up. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.